All right, how's it going, everybody? Agent of Zion, Artificery League, top 8. WWT, you may know him better as Eric Wainwright, versus Redentor. Right, Eric Wainwright, of course, playing that mono blue hero that he is so famous for. Plo double pads in this iteration, versus a very interesting mill deck. And it is a mill deck, even though it doesn't really look like it. I mean, it doesn't really look like a whole lot of anything, to be honest, but what this deck is going to do is abuse Clone Commander Cody and the Docking Bay to keep bringing back these amazing supports out of um, his discard and just whittle everything away at that Eric can hope to do. But he's getting a lot of dice out on the field really quickly, which is of course just the main thing that double Padawans will do. We'll probably see that C3PO used on Yoda's focus. Make that a double discard, especially if this Padawan doesn't roll anything terribly amazing. Just to get out of this first round relatively unscathed. So, yep, with that, I would definitely pull those two cards out of hand and lock them down. A little bit of synergy with Anakin and C3PO there, but of course, the mill deck, there are two pod racers. Also an R2D2. Now 3 dice, 1 damage each. None of that is particularly inspiring. Use Honor Guard on. And that's kind of sort of what Eric wants to see here. All of his dice, except for the Ancients, tap out or top out at 2 damage until we start getting into some of the more esoteric. He does have a couple heirlooms in there. He's got a raise, lightsaber, and a dagger, but for the most part, it's all 2 damage. So making this Honor Guard feel bad is pretty good. I mean, the only way he could have hoped for better was just better rolls on all the same dice. But barring, one solid roll off of all your dice, better just to spread the damage out rather than, get a +3 on an ancient that you end up not being able to match up with any. And then also being able to walk into the next round with 4 money available is pretty solid. Redentor re-rolling here, pretty much just trying to get his Honor Guard out of the discard pile. But can you really afford to ditch a Force Illusion or a Beguile? If you were going to ditch something, I definitely would have ditched the Force Illusion. With all of those dice and not very many modified sides, it comes right down to it. I would have kept that Beguile. Probably, honestly, wouldn't have re-rolled at all. There's only 2 sides that are even material for Cody, and I was already on one of them. The improvised defense here will help. Gets his other Force Illusion, and that Pacify is going to be incredibly beneficial. But the die spam is happening on the other side of the table with a Power of the Force to back it up, so any 1 damage side becomes a 4 damage side as it stands. Now the trick is going to be Can he get through the Force illusion on Yoda? Would not be surprised to see him switch targets right over to Anakin. Yoda has virtually 9 health remaining, if not more, depending on how that Force illusion gets used. And this at Force speed has got to make Redentor a little bit wary, but none of his removal options are very effective here. Although I would probably want to get that improvised defense down prior to rolling out C-3PO, just to prevent weird Force speed shenanigans with close focus. And might see us sound the alarm. 6 damage represented. We had a light on the ancient. Okay, that's also reasonable. But we can do he could do a force illusion or a force speed here. Try to slip close die in under the force illusion. If he blocks the close melee with the force illusion, he could have then immediately used the second action to power the force, the one melee, off of the Padawan. Desire to hold on to that force speed is really kind of hurting him here. Got these protected rerolls and he's not doing much with them. Provides defense, blocking out that focus. And the trademark BB-8 drawn up in the hand. So Eric is getting stymied here from all directions, really, but his deck isn't really being threatened. There's no pod racer out. There's no force meditation out. He's getting a little bit of time, but and he's depleting cards and resources and tools that Redentor has. As long as he can maintain battlefield control, especially if his luck holds out on Commander Cody's rolls, he could just overwhelm. You can't handle this many dice that often, effectively. I mean, that just feels like damage wasted. I mean, he's getting rid of cards. You can't win through mill here, I think. He's happy to see the force meditation. But there's still 3 critical cards. You still have 2 pod racers and the other force meditation. Even if he had hit both pod racers there, Docking Bay or Commander Cody special just brings it right back. So I'm going to have to call that a misplay. Not sure what. Or if, like, at this point, why not just use the 4 speed specials? Just now you got to Padawan die in the pool and take 4 actions. Discard BB-8. Reroll your 3 dice there. Reroll again if you feel froggy. And resolve claim to pull BB-8 out of your discard. That's what I would do here. Meanwhile, on Redentor's side, he's not. He can't actually do much. He can pull that honor guard back out with Cody. I really don't know why he kept the other focus. I mean, I guess you just kind of have to clear out the improvised defense. Like, you can't let him build up a storehouse of these defensive supports. I get that, but that might be the saddest sound the alarm I've ever seen. Using it on one Plo die. I guess if you really, just really don't want to take any damage, then it's worthwhile. And you're trying to draw up into your pod racers. You know, I can get behind it, but it is what it is. C3PO definitely going to be turning one of these Yoda dice into a special to swap on over to Commander Cody to pull out an honor guard. Or maybe re-pull out the improvised defense. All kind of depends. There's a bit of focus in the deck, so and with 2 force speeds, it's actually kind of difficult to say which one you want. I would probably say improvised defense, just because you don't want to deal with it. Eric being pretty conservative with his cards. Certainly valid. And that disrupt into special. Yep. Good. Flip a die. Ooh, that's aggressive. It's weird. I have to think that taking a money there would have been beneficial. I know that Commander Cody is virtually a money in this position, but you are drawing up into things that cost cash. It's gonna be rough. But he does get his pod racer. It's exactly what he wants to see. Upshot, though, at the other end is gonna see 2 vibro knives come down, one after the other. And he might even use that ambush action just to drop R2D. He has no paid sides. He does not care very much about force misdirect, I don't think. But we'll see what happens. $12 cards left in deck, 3 in hand, and 4 actions on the board. Now, if Eric does not be aggressive with this, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Absolutely has to be. Swapping the shield is definitely the right move, even with those vibro knives. But at the same time, might just throw those 2 shields on Yoda. They damn the consequences. In which case, I'm not sure why BB-8 was rolled there. He's searching for a focus or a special on it. Seems reasonable enough. Yeah. And focus sides, no base melee, just to autofocus over to +3 damage on the ink. But he's got 4 actions. That's not the roll you want to see. But 3 actions remaining. As well get the Padawan out there and re-roll. And 1 focus. 1 focus. Still no base melee for a +3 or some vibro knife action. Uh, there we go. Hey. Ah, Mike just dying. I don't know what happened. All right, but I mean, you can see for yourself that didn't need my commentary right there. I'm not sure I 100% agree with how everything there went down, but I can't say that it wasn't effective enough for both sides, really. Honor guard plus improvised defense are going to provide a bit of a stopgap, especially if a beguile is drawn, which it is. And then on behalf of Eric, the even more aggression and another power of the force, which is sure to do some good work here. He can just start bringing the heat. You could easily see a Yoda and an Anakin death this round, especially if these force speeds do him a favor. Now, if Plo wants to roll a little better, then that's all right by Eric, I'm sure. But hey, that right there, that's half the battle is speed and focus. You can only improvise defense one die. Can't do it to more. You also can't preemptively honor guard anything. Even honor guarding an ancient lightsaber die showing 1 damage is probably a good idea. This is a position where I think a lot of people make a mistake on. And I think Redentor is going to make this mistake. I think he's going to try to chain mitigation actions and find himself overwhelmed. So in this position, you can't do anything with your honor guard. You can't do anything with that improvised defense. What you need to do is play your beguile. Beguile into a Padawan die. Remove the ancient. Reroll that speed, and then blank the other speed, probably. Even just getting rid of that ancient die is going to be a stopgap measure that helps quite a bit. And this is another point where not using force speed actually kind of detrimental. With that much weight on Plo, I think force speed rolling him out would have been a good choice. Now, he's not rolling very well, so maybe WWT just wasn't feeling it. He's feeling it on this Padawan. Power of the Force for 4 focus. 1, 2, 3. Needs another base side. There we go. Now, improvised defense trigger. That's why I didn't. I'm so dumb. Why would I question the master? So, I mean, Yoda's dying, dude. I think you have to remove the ancient here, just to force him not to just one shot like Anakin. I am not at all sure about that play. Like that this has worked out amazingly for Eric, but if he doesn't get that beguile off of that CQA, like that is some bad business. Really bad business. He doesn't get that beguile. That was very high risk. Did work out, but incredibly high risk. We're going to see Yoda die here without even rolling. We'll see where this other 2 goes. He might just let the 2 damage chill. Though I doubt it. Not with an honor guard on the field. Can't afford to try to match it up with a vibro knife modifier. I also think it would have been good to get in under some shields preemptively. 2 vibro knives hanging out. Well, honor guard definitely going to take care of the 2 damage, and so we'll see 1 damage going to somebody. It's probably Anakin. Probably kill Anakin. All right. The same health. It helps out the pod racer. I'll kill Anakin. Got more useful sides on it than Anakin does. Even though that special is really irritating, special is considerably less threatening without Yoda on the field. Now it's pretty much a C3PO duty to make that special happen. So he's spending 2 dice and 3 actions to pull back an honor card. I think you can just fight through that. I'm really not sure why he didn't just slam his 4 damage ahead of this honor guard. It's almost like both players forgot the honor guard. Or Redentor is terrified of a +3 on that ancient. But right now, that +3 on the ancient will cost at least a reroll. You get 2/3 of the value by just removing closed eye here. Not sure what this is all going for. Yep. And now all of these recurring ports are very, very irritating. Sure. Like 100% irritating. But they're not backbreaking for Eric. Not with those force illusions. No, I'm sorry, the force speed. Even if he pulls out, I would say an improvised defense and then impressive fire. Like, that's still fightable. That's only 3 dice. Out of the 7 that actually 8 if you want to count R2D2. It does have that 1 melee. I'm not counting it. Not at all sure what Redentor was digging for there. And his deck is just gone. Maybe that CQA really was the good business right there. I should stop being so critical. What everyone tells me. But this is a really, really uphill battle for Redentor. Can't even spin this Way of the Light. Unless he's going to end the game with it. And wise card management. There's 8 cards left for Eric Wainwright. And with no way for Redentor to hit the deck from here except Anakin's Pod Racer, we're going to see at least 2 more rounds, possibly 3 or 4, depending on how these ancient lightsabers get utilized. If I was Redentor, I'd be conceding right now. You are simply out of cards. Focusing to a discard side on one of those vibro knives. We'll finish him off. Just does not seem feasible to me. It also does not seem feasible to pull out a second honor guard rather than either a suppressive fire or an improvised defense. He did forget his resource. But honor guard definitely being used on that +3. Now all Eric Wainwright has to do is get a vibro knife in the pool, resolve it for discard, call it a day. The mill deck gets milled due to CQA and 2 Force Illusions, plus I would say almost relentless rerolling early on. And we certainly see this discard. Eric's no dummy. He knows what the deal is. Now it is an auto loss for Redentor. Cannot maintain battlefield control. Even if he were to clear all of those dice, or not all the dice, all of the cards out of Eric's deck, cannot get battlefield control. Now, rerolls. Use C3PO to make something into 2 focus or a special or something, I guess. But it doesn't get you battlefield control. Not really. 12 cards plus Cody. Hard buy. A real hard buy. See it. Oh! Oh, Lord. Okay, I missed that. Okay. Okay. Oh, you can double up on that loot's protection too with the draw off of that. Try to start taking cards. Okay. That's hysterical. That's amazing. He cannot. Yeah, he can't give his own people fields. All right, so let's see where we stand. All right, it is 6 cards. It is not insurmountable. Especially we started seeing him get aggressive with Anakin's pod racer. But 4 speed, kind as ever. No reason not to get it. Give Cody 2. I could take cards out of hand. Onto D2. No discard side, so I'm not sure what rolling him out is going to get him. Technically, all plays around flank. Eric has flank. Not. We're just going to see some real big damage here. Real big. Card. It better be used on something here. No matter which way you cut it, really going to prevent. Differential between focusing that Padawan blank and focusing ancient lightsabers. As well, just pick a winner. Math just does not work out in a position where it can lives. I'm not sure why he rolled out the R2D. Really unsure. I guess it gets. I guess he was trying to plan for maybe needing another honor guard or an improvised defense from Cody. Wanted to roll out Anakin in order to ensure that happens. Odd sequencing. But just all of that unblockable. Landed. Now Cody's going to live through this round. Max damage available is 7. But 6 cards is a lot of cards. Can tee up for a decent amount. He can get 3 easy. Very easily get 3. Did a fourth without thinking very hard. And he rolls perfectly. I think he can get 5, but I don't see him getting 6. It's certainly the right play. Or it might not be. He might have been better served waiting it out. Being able to utilize C3PO or focus Cody over to a 2 side. Utilize C3PO to make that a discard. I guess with Senate Chamber, it all kind of works out. 6 one way, half dozen the other. Maximum damage is up to, I guess. Gonna have to discard to reroll to hit max on that other Padawan. That requires a lot of help from R2D2. 9 for a max damage roll. Senate Chamber's power action can come in as an emergency. Bump that back down to 7. We're gonna see this go for another round. But if Redentor doesn't win, he's under the gun. We've almost used up half of the time remaining. So this goes into a third game. Weird. This might give me issues. I hate it. I hate it so much. But what it all comes down to is that Luke's protection play really took me by surprise. The game was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Not going to lie, 100%. That certainly was something. Players are pausing. I feel good and paused as well. These patches of dead air, they're going to kill me if I put stuff on. I don't like putting bad product out. But I think you come for the match, not for me. So. You prefer it when my mic is dead. Bad. And I'm going to go ahead and start the timer now. Redentor is just under the gun here. If this round goes to time, or if this game hits the timer, then he automatically loses, having automatically lost first match or the first game. Not exactly what you want to see out of Yoda, but it's also not awful. Um, Eric Wainwright going to get both treasured lightsabers down. Is less useful than two ancient lightsabers. So it's probably a load off of Enter's mind, at least a little bit. See this new orders be pitched to re-roll. More than likely. And that's a 3 damage, non-sound the alarmable, unblockable. Force illusion doesn't matter. Just 3 damage right off the rip, unless he discards a card. Which I don't blame him for not doing. I'll trade 1 extra damage for another Yoda die to reroll in search of what you want to progress your game plan. New order is going to get discarded first. Outpost will get discarded next, because once it's in his discard pile, he can get discount on it by swapping Cody over. That's a beating right there. Sound the alarm, definitely going to happen. It's Fiber Knight for his trouble. And that's a lot of dice. 7 dice, round 1. Only 1 of which has been resolved. 4 cards in hand. Card to Redentor is all out of options. That is 5 damage going straight into Yoda's dome. Doesn't take shields. Does not take shields off of these Yoda dice. I don't see any reason why Eric wouldn't discard all 4 cards in his hand. Just kill Yoda outright this round. That's a little too aggressive, but I think it's the correct choice. Clearing out Yoda immediately. Pretty baller. Definitely see a claim here for the outpost. Unless he wants to try to kill a Padawan. I mean, you're going to get your outpost claim anyway. Will do your damage. Sure. Not. Alright, there's dead Yoda. Round 1 DED. I don't see. I just don't see a recovery position. One, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dead Yoda. And those aren't terrible dice to reroll. You know, maybe throw away the Force Illusion. Reroll. Probably not. Looks like he's going for it though. Oh, that's brutal. 4 more damage. Oh, ouch. 14 damage. Round 1. Off of 7 dice. And that's why you play Plode pads, right? Looking for. No reasonable mitigation in the slightest for Redentor, and that's just a really unfortunate draw. Chalk that up. Not the hand you want to see. Round 2 in this match. Game 2, round 2, down a game, down a Yoda. That's not the hand. And that power of the Force can turn a Padawan on one side to a dead Anakin. So safety is not guaranteed. Still got 5 cards in hand. That is just a dead Anakin no matter how you cut it. That was the right call. I guess it takes some actions to get there, which I, but could have just played Power of the Force there to kill. Not what you want to do. Do it anyway. DED. Dead Anakin. All the Cody specials in the world. Can't stop this much damage. Just pitch that Force illusion. Reroll closed dice. Four damage into Cody. Going into the next round. 2 Power of the Forces. Could Power the Force that blow and get 6 damage actually. Yep, especially now. I would Power the Force blow. Oh no, it's blue upgrades. Blue upgrades, right? Yeah. I'm saying it wrong the whole time. But only get I'd get 5 damage. Spending a card for 1 damage. No C3PO, this is a lot hairier. Otherwise would 5 health remain. 3. Only take 1 extra card from it. 17 cards. If not 8. Not a mathematician, but seems like a bad day. Oh, pacify will help. Sound the alarm will help. I think that suppressifier needs to be able to clear every single character die he has. Got 2 pacifies in hand. I think he just Off up the dollar and remove the other Plo die. Maybe. Ugh. Still can't fire for effect though. Not sure why you would roll Senate Chamber instead of. Exactly what he wanted to see there. But unanswerable modified sides could make it irrelevant. I don't see that happening with Sound the Alarm. Probably safe. Redentor is more than likely living through this round. Eric should discard the guard. But he might also be thinking, like, how many cards can you really take from me? Until he gets C3P out. And the Alarm and Pacify do nothing. It's all unblockable. 5 unblockable coming through. That's GG. Look, Eric, 55 minutes to win first round. Less than 14 to win the second. First game. Round, game, turn. All these things are interchangeable. Oh, I guess he could. Yeah, he can send a chamber here. Ah, it's not GG. I'm locked into commentating a mill match for even longer. BB8 gonna get played with the docking bay. Down to 15 cards left. 14. And Sound the Alarm coming out as a last ditch effort. Almost think you have to. I think you have to, and you just have to do it on the ancient. No, you end up. No, you have to do it on both. He pitches power his last card and gets a base damage off the Vibro Knight. But do not blame him for not discarding Power of the Force. Let's see that going around. Collect some money. Being in the battlefield. Get a nice little BB-8. Everybody else in the world gets 30 cards to build a deck. Mr. Wainwright relegated to a 29 card deck always. Although I wonder what his signature card is going to be once rotation hits. Yeah, going away. Play the new BB-8, but play a red deck. I don't know which is more damaging to his psyche, not playing BB-8 or not playing mono blue hero. I am, quite frankly, shocked that Cody lived all that. Force Illusion very well could do nothing here. There's 2 unblockable damage. Can't be pacified. Can't be improvised. Can't be suppressed. Can't be alarmed. That was a hard call. Roll out Outpost for the Senate Chamber power action. Or play Force Illusion. Difficult, difficult. I think rolling out Outposts, and this is be biased by saying the board state as it lies. I think with both a Vibro Knife and 2 ancient or 2 treasure lightsabers in play, I think you need to rely on that more than Force. Very, very slightly the wrong play, but with all of the gas in hand, almost inconceivable that he wouldn't be able to kill Cody. Of course, that's what I said last round, and he ended up living. My predictions are often wrong. But man, good match actually. I enjoyed watching that quite a bit. That loose protection play shocked me. To be quite frank. And I think that's it. There's going to be a little bit between now and the next top 8 match, which will, I want to say, be Ivanhood versus the winner of either Tough Man. They're having a bit of a delay in getting their match sorted out, but that will be in the next few days, and then hopefully we can schedule the last top 8 for everyone very shortly thereafter. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time.